we're very bitterly disappointed, having dominated the game. Really, we actually started quite well, but gave away two. Obviously, the first goal early on, and the second goal from a free kick that was never a free kick. But I've got to say, you'll struggle to come here and play as well as that and not get anything from the game. I thought the players were absolutely outstanding, and we're bitterly disappointed that we couldn't at least get a point from the game, because we would have been disappointed if we only got the point, having played so well. So to actually not get anything is very disappointing. But the performance level, and I thought our tempo and rhythm in the game was relentless, and we certainly deserved at least something from it.
Did you feel you should have had a penalty yourselves?
I thought we should have had two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's incredible, John. You know, to have gone through the season, we haven't had a penalty. I think all the statistics will tell you we've been in the penalty box as much as anyone in terms of, you know we need to be more clinical and we need to finish and all the great play. But to arrive at this part of the season and not having a penalty, I don't know what the players have to do. You know, Steven Gerrard's, it was nearly assault, the first one. So how that is not a penalty, it's incredible. And then if you watch the second one, Luis Suarez spins and William Gallas swings his left foot, catches him and goes down. So it's incredible. And obviously then the free kick, as I said, Clint Dempsey's been clever and had a hand on his back. Jordan's worked really hard to get back and goes down. So certainly nothing going for us away, and that's how it's been a lot of the season really in terms of decisions.
How many would you say that they've cost Luke? How many points?
I'm not sure. I can go through a whole raft of penalty decisions and offside decisions that are actually pretty straightforward. You know, we look at Swansea at the weekend and Everton away. You know, we would have won the game. Sunderland, we never had a penalty away, which was a clear penalty. Norwich away, even though we won the game, but that's not the point. It's a penalty. Should have hit at least one tonight. So it racks up the points. And I hear people say it, and I hear pundits talk about it evens itself out and over the season. Well, the second half of the season, we're going to get a lot of decisions and a lot of points. So, but I don't want it to take away from the players, because I thought they were brilliant tonight. You know, the courage and to go and play and to get on the ball, to create the possibilities that they did. And you look at Jermaine Defoe, top striker, right on form, and I'm not even sure he had a kick tonight. And apart from that opening spell of first 10 minutes, Gareth Bale and Aaron Lennon were very, very quiet. So our rhythm in the game was relentless in our possession, and I don't want to take away from that. Even though we didn't get points, we keep playing like that. How we've been most of the season, we'll climb up the league for sure.
Suarez was terrific for you tonight again, wasn't he?
Yeah, terrific movement. You know, he's so clever and bright, and young Raheem Sterling, still 17 years of age, and his development's coming on really well. John Joe Shelby coming on at 20, and Joe Allen still very young. So this is a team that will grow. But also I thought the senior players, Steven Gerrard was magnificent tonight. I thought his leadership, how he drove the team, the quality of his passing, his responsibility and leadership was great. So yeah, it was a real terrific team performance. Just unfortunate we couldn't get something.
When that ball drops to Suarez near the penalty spot on the volley, are you thinking
goal?
Could you believe it? When
Yeah. Well, listen, it's happening. He makes a lot of chances and he finishes a lot, but it was a difficult one. Of course, it comes and it is a good chance, but I can see why it was difficult. He's provoked by the defender and probably just needed to get over it a wee bit more. But that would have been harsh, because I thought he was outstanding tonight.
How frustrating is it, and how much longer? Presumably after January, you would hope that that's no longer the case. For you to have to explain and justify why, if Lewis doesn't score, Liverpool don't get a result, and all the responsibility and the burden is on him. And the commentators on the radio and the telly were saying that the second scorer of Liverpool this season is own goals, behind Lewis. So
there we go. That's the facts. No, listen, well, we're about a team. We're not about one man. Lou's doing his job and he's doing it incredibly well. And of course, we would want other people to score goals and whatnot. Yeah, we know we need to improve on being a wee bit more clinical. As I said, it's not as if we're not creating and we're not in the areas and we're not hitting the target even. You know, we've had as many shots on target as, you know, I think we're up there in the top 2 or 3 teams in this league. So our game and the model of our game is very, very good. But we know the areas that we need to improve, and we know what we need to do to keep taking us forward. And hopefully we'll be able to do that in January. But January won't be the answer to everything. This is a process that's going to... If we look at Tottenham squad here, I think we've all seen this build up over the last 3 or 4 years. It's taken them maybe 6, 7 windows, and they've got a really, really strong squad here. And for us, we're at the beginning of a cycle that hopefully will take us there, and while we're still defining our game, we'll lose some games like tonight, but the performance level is very encouraging, and we'll won many more games playing like that in our future for sure.
Brendan, do you find it a bit disturbing though, just 4 points off the drop zone, considering how well you've been playing? It's not a happy position to be in.
I don't think about it, to be honest. I'm one that's, you know, I'm looking upwards, and because that's where I believe that we'll go to, you know, especially as we kick on through the season. So no, I'm not overly concerned. No.
Final ones, guys. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Okay.